I went on the world's longest zipline. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how that went. This is Jebel Javis flight, the longest zipline in the world. It soars across 2 mountain peaks and crosses a deep valley. The top speed of this zipline is 160 kilometers per hour, and it only lasts 3 minutes maximum. This zipline is 1,680 meters above the Arabian Gulf. It is definitely once in a lifetime experience that anyone who's located in the UAE should definitely try.
Okay, so we're going to the world's longest zipline, and while we were driving, we see this really beautiful view, and we just decided to stop in the middle of nowhere just to check it out. And man, it is beautiful. Like, look at these mountains over here. Man, it just looks really good. Like, it's a desert, but it just looks so amazing. Like, these trees and these mountains just look so good, and yeah, I can't wait for the zipline.
Driving up to the zipline is not easy at all because there's a lot of curves and the road is very steep at times. That is why there's not that much tourists compared to what it could be in the future. Although I do think that more and more tourists are eventually going to pull up. Because keep in mind, this place is only a few years old. This zipline actually opened in February of 2018, making it a fairly new attraction. That is probably one of the reasons why there's not that much tourists around the area, because a lot of people don't really know what this is yet. And another factor that contributes to that, it is located in a pretty remote place in the mountainous region. Although it was definitely worth visiting this because it's just so beautiful. When getting to the information place and parking your car, you're treated with the sign telling you that this is the longest zipline in the world. Going into the information center, you are invited to a room where they show you all the instructions and the manuals of the zipline. Keep in mind, this is the longest zipline, so knowing all the details and how to properly behave on the zipline is very important. After watching a short video and hearing some instructions on how the zipline works, you get picked up by the bus, which drives you all the way to the top of the launching point.
Yeah, guys, we're about to go to the world's longest zipline. My boy Tyler. Wish us luck. I hope it's on the launch, and I hope we survive.
When I got to the launching point, I was honestly like in awe of the views that were around me. From the launching point, you get a 360 view of the whole surrounding area and the mountaintops. The views here were just so phenomenal, and it was just so worth it going up there. You get to see the crazy zigzag roads down below you. And I also got to see the Persian Gulf from the mountaintops. It is quite windy at the top, but the views were so worth it. And since I was almost at the end of the line, I had a lot of time to enjoy the views.
Hey guys, we have just made it to the launching point where we're going to be launching our website, and this is my boy Tyler. Hey, are you excited for this?
This is gonna be the best zip line I've ever done.
It's the longest zip line in the world, and I can't wait to do it. Like, look at these views. These views are just so crazy, bro. Like, check this out. It's so nice. Like, I can't wait for the zip line, and I hope it's gonna be awesome. We survive. Definitely excited for it. So yeah, let's check it out.
When you go on the zipline, one thing you have to keep in mind is putting your arms in front of you. This is because of the force. When you're going so fast at such a rapid speed, the force is so big that you will have so much consequences after that. That is why your hands are always behind you. After getting buckled up by the employees and getting my last instructions, it was finally time to go down the zipline. Once I got pushed down by the employees, the first few seconds were a little bit slow, but then things started to speed up a little bit. At around my 10-second mark into the zipline, this is where the fun stuff came at and where I started to speed. The whole experience was honestly so phenomenal because I was basically flying through the air. It was so windy when I was going down the zipline because I was going around 160 kilometers per hour, which is, to be honest, is very insane. To be honest, I noticed that the zipline is shaped in a strategical shape in order to provide the maximum speed capacity. It basically goes rapidly down and slightly goes straight at the end. To be honest, I can't even imagine how hard it must have been to stretch out the cable because it's so long. They must have had to make a custom cable specifically for the zipline because this cable is definitely super long. To be honest, I was enjoying every second of the zipline. I actually got a good view of the valley down below me. The fresh air and the wind and everything around me, all the views, they look just so phenomenal. After a few minutes of going down the zipline, I finally reached my end mark. Eventually, I slowed down and went to this hanging platform, which in itself is very incredible. The platform is basically stretched on cables and hanging in the middle of nowhere. After that, my ride on the zipline was sadly over, but I went up a short hike in order to enjoy the surrounding area and the views around it. Up there, I actually saw a goat, which was honestly insane. The goats here are actually goats, and I mean that, because they literally climb anywhere and everywhere. They're able to climb up such steep and high mountains that it left me speechless because I had no idea how they got up here. Those creatures are just insane. While they were eating our food, we actually got to pet them. They're honestly just insane creatures that are able to survive in this terrain. I gotta say that these views alone were just so worth it because they were just incredible and breathtaking. Down below I actually spotted a small village, which left me curious what it was all about and how people lived in that village. It made me think that they must have a different lifestyle than the people that live in Dubai because of their remote area. Overall, this was one of the best ziplines I've ever went to, and if you ever get a chance to visit it, definitely do it because it's an incredible zipline.